This is the Bulldog on ClassX Radio. Give me a little more volume there, Garrett. Well, you know, it's snowing out there, and be very candid with you, folks. The main streets are already clear. It's already melting. It's going to melt as soon as it comes. But, of course, here at ClassX Radio, you know, we care about you so much that each one of us, you know, when there's a day like today, we step it up because we know you're counting on us. We're going to get in here early. We're going to be prepared. And wouldn't you think that Traffic Girl would get in here and do the first hour of the show and do traffic because it's snowing out and it's ice out, and she would go above and beyond the call of duty on such a day? No, she wouldn't. She didn't. She doesn't. Garrett, is that not just incredible?
It's offensive.
It is traffic malpractice.
Right.
I mean, I'll be candid with you. She's lucky that I am the host of the show, because if I was a lawyer out there listening, I would be suing her ass for traffic malpractice. She has a duty to report traffic, especially on a day like today, and she doesn't have enough gumption to come in early when the people need her.
Yeah, I actually suggested we go on the air at 5 o'clock, do an extra hour of the show so we can get started earlier.
We wanted to do that, but Spry wasn't set up yet, so we couldn't do that.
How late do you think she'll be?
Oh, who knows? Who knows? And
after 7 o'clock.
And actually, we don't really need her. I mean, we got intern Keith here today.
Yeah.
And in addition to that, we got Dr. Kurtzman, who's going to do the traffic for the first hour. So, Dr. Kurtzman, what do we got going on relative to traffic right now?
Oh, well, it's good to be back, Bulldog. Well, there's a jackknife tractor trailer in Cleves, exit 7, so watch out for that, yeah. In Boone, we have an accident, 3 lanes blocked. I-71, 75 southbound, Mount Zion Road. That's exit 178. And then on Kellogg Avenue, there's an accident 275 northbound at Kilby Road. And that's all we got, Bulldog.
Thank you, Doc. Who needs Traffic Girl?
Great job.
Traffic Girl, you're fired.
You just don't bother.
And you know, another thing I was thinking about on the way in here, I thought to myself, you know what? There are certain movies that you can learn lessons from. And I decided today, later on in the program, there is a factual, it's very factual movie. I mean, it's all factual. Everything in the movie's true. And it's called Kelly's Heroes. And it was a 1970 historical documentary film that Clint Eastwood starred in. And we're going to, as part of the history lesson today, we're going to tell you that story and also the life's lessons that you can learn from that movie on a snow day. Oh, by the way, we forgot. Kids, no matter where you are in the tri-state, southeast Indiana, southwest Ohio, or northern Kentucky, here at Bulldog Nation is the 2 consuls who are in charge of Bulldog Nation's radio show. We have great news for you today. Garrett, give them the news.
Yeah, you're off today. I don't care what I don't care what Jim Scott says.
We don't care what whatever you're reading on the bottom of the screen of your television, hour delay, 2-hour delay, that's not true. You tell Mom, you tell Dad, you tell Aunt Frances, whoever else is taking care of you, that the Bulldog and Garrett gave you the day off. You're off. Enjoy the snow day.
Get your ass outside and shovel some driveways.
Yeah.
For some money.
It's
too easy to do.
It's an opportunity to make some money, no doubt.
Be entrepreneurs.
And be careful about the snow plowers. Those guys are drunk.
You're not
They've been
kidding.
working without sleep. Some of them probably have TCH. That's the medical word for marijuana. You never know what they got in their system, so look out for the snow plowers.
Yeah, those hillbillies.
Dangerous.
Yeah, real dangerous.
By the way, speaking of hillbillies, we got a complaint. I am not kidding you. I got it in writing. All the way from Texas about your hillbilly comment. And the first song that we're going to play, Garrett,
that's where they're from.
As we go through the show, this song, which is the theme song, and I have no freaking idea why they use this theme song for Kelly's Heroes, but it's called Burning Bridges. And you know what? I think as we go through here today, we could think about all those bridges we've burnt. Let me see. Hillbillies, burnt that bridge.
Real.
Duke, burnt that bridge. Rob Sanders, burnt.
Yeah.
Bridges burnt.
Do we give a damn?
No. No. See, when we burn bridges here on Class X Radio in the morning show, we don't care because we're not going to go back over that bridge. This is the Michael Curb Congregation, the theme song for burning bridges. Why? I have no freaking idea on Class X Radio, but it's a great song. This is the Bulldog on Class X Radio. We want to apologize that our traffic girl doesn't have enough gumption, self-respect, or cares enough about you, Bulldog Nation, to get in here and do the first hour on a day where it's snowy and ice out there.
Motivation. No motivation.
Just absolutely classless on Class X, but it's okay. Dr. Kurtzman got dressed, got in here on time to do the traffic for the first hour. Hell, you know what? Shannon's probably not going to make it in here because traffic girl probably staying home, and if she does, Kurtzman might do the whole 3 hours.
Let's take bets on when. I say 7:14.
I'll say 7:26. All right, Dr. Kurtzman, give us the traffic.
All right, Bulldog Nation. Cincinnati, there's an accident in Ohio 562 at the Norwood Lateral eastbound at Reading Road. In Butler, there's an accident. Highway 129, Highway 4, exit 18. In Batavia, there's an accident on Highway 32, westbound at Bower Road. Kellogg, there's an accident, 75, Kilby Road. And that's all we have, Bulldog. That's
all right.
I'm sure it's going to be busy today. It's going to be busy.
Thank you, Doc. And, it's kind of nice Doc's missing all those surgical patients he had lined up early in the morning.
He had to cancel some.
I mean, I tell you, it's pretty tough.
How's the new laser?
We got a new laser. It's good.
Good.
Yeah, you come in, we'll take all your stuff off. Yeah. It's great.
Today in history, guess what? In 1836, the Alamo fell to the Mexican army after a 13-day siege. Somebody actually complained, part of my getting in trouble, or they complained about my comments that the reason why it took like 10,000 of Santa Anita's army to take the Alamo was you had big old John Wayne and Bowie up there, and Jim Bowie, and those guys were just running up. And come on, man, Mexicans, with the exception of Anthony Munoz.
Yeah, in general, they're smaller
people. I was talking to Jose about that, but anyway, that got me in trouble too. But you don't get in trouble like you do when you talk about somebody's black. Like,
why are they stereotypes?
Because you can still do this. You can still do this, and you don't get in trouble.
Yeah, nothing.
All right. Let me see here. What do we have here? 1966. Barry Sadler's Ballad of the Green Berets became #1 for 13 weeks. That's a good song. 1857 Dred Scott decision. Ruled slaves could not be citizens. You know what? That's not really true. What Dred Scott said was blacks were property. Slaves were property. Terrible, terrible, terrible decision. 1970, the Beatles released Let It Be. Let it be. Let it be. You got that? Yeah, a little too late now.
Do you have it in there?
You actually buzzkill. 1978, forget about it. Hustler publisher Larry Flint was shot and crippled by a sniper in Georgia. Good old Larry. 1981, Walter Cronkite signed off as anchorman of the CBS Morning News. He said, hello, goodbye. He was gone. Let me see what here. That's all about it for today. Birthdays today. Shaq, 41. D.L. Hughley, the comic, 50. Tom Arnold, 54. You know, I like Tom Arnold.
A little Tom Arnold here.
I like Tom Arnold, man. You know, Roseanne Barr gave him a start, and he took advantage of it, you know?
We don't have any skeletons in our closet or anything
What skeletons
like that.
do we have that we don't already have?
We don't have anything
Oh, this
left.
is good.
Like, we ain't got nothing.
Barley.
It's like maybe I fired like 2 or like 500 people or something. And like maybe Tom went to a drug clinic, you know?
I got in a taxi and went to treatment.
Yeah, but like
Barley's playing
they said our tattoo is on our butt, and that is a lie.
This is not
Our
my
tattoo
butt,
is
Richard.
Right here.
This is not our butt, Dennis. That is not our
Dennis.
butt. This is not our butt. Okay?
He's up there mooning people.
They picked the right guy to play.
Yeah, they
Tom
did.
Arnold. John Stossel, 66. He's a smart guy. Rob Reiner, meathead, 68. Marion Barry, the cocaine-snorting mayor of Washington, D.C., 77. Alan Greenspan, 87. Also having birthdays today. God bless their soul. Ed McMahon, Lou Costello, Willie Stargell, and Michelangelo. You know, I actually saw the Sistine Chapel. So I want you all to know. I'm that cultured. Again, coming up, we're going to tell you the true story that they based the movie, our history today, that they based the movie Kelly Heroes on. A lot of people didn't realize it, but the movie Kelly's Heroes was true. Today's forecast, snow. Thursday, mostly sunny. Friday, sunny, high of 43. You know what? You can tell William listens to the show because guess what the first interesting and useless fact is?
What is that?
Rudyard Kipling, the author of If, which I read yesterday, was fired as a reporter for the San Francisco Examiner. His dismissal letter was reported to have said, "I'm sorry, Mr. Kipling, but you just don't know how to use the English language. This isn't a kindergarten for amateur writers."
Wow.
See, and we've been fired by, or I was fired by Clear Channel, so it just tells you. I'm going to be the Clear Channel's Rudyard Kipling. That's what I'm going to be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go on and make it.
And did
huge.
you hear, this was really sad, did you hear yesterday on Willie's show, Joe Deters, my dad, denied me 3
What?
times. He denied me 3 times, just like St. Peter. I felt so alone and so sad to hear your dad deny you. Yeah, Willie confronted him about him being my dad, and he denied it. Sad.
Shame.
You've been denied by your dad, Jake?
I don't think so.
Hurts. Garrett?
I bet it hurts.
No.
It
think
hurts.
so.
Running cold water over the onion and the knife will keep you from crying when you cut it. There you go, ladies. You know what? We care about you too. Little fun fact there in the kitchen. 'Cause,
Yeah.
of course, guys don't usually be in the kitchen. Let me see. Did you know Rutgers beat Princeton 6-4 in the first ever college football game? And at the time, a touchdown was only 2 points. But you didn't know that, Mr. Sports Guy.
Didn't know that.
Did you know that, Kurtzman?
I did, yeah.
All right.
What?
Jake's got him down.
Saudi
doesn't he?
Arabia covers an area of 830,000 square miles, yet there's not a single river in the whole country.
You know, my uncle used to live in Saudi Arabia.
Really?
He did work there. We're not sure what it was. But
Really?
I think he was a CIA agent.
Probably was.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
What a miserable place.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Scandinavia has the world's highest per capita annual coffee consumption, 26.4 pounds.
There you go, Jake.
What's
you and Traffic Girl. got
I
this
don't drink as much coffee as Shannon
bond,
does.
man. I tell you.
Sucks it down. She straight lines it.
She brings a cup in. We get her a cup from Snappy, and then after that, she goes and gets another cup.
She doesn't even drink it. I mean, she's got an IV with a
Yeah,
a
it's in a
needle
bag
and
now.
just
They claim scientists have actually performed brain surgery on cockroaches. Why is all I got to say. Why?
good waste of resources.
Scorpions can withstand 200 times more nuclear radiation than humans can. It's an interesting fun fact, I think. Let me see, what else do we have here? Seattle passed an ordinance. It just proves how screwed up government is. That goldfish could ride the city buses in bowls only if they kept still. Now, this is scary. 7 of the 8 U.S. presidents who have died in office, either through illness or assassination, 7 of the 8 were elected at precisely 20-year intervals. When we come back, we're going to have more radio superbity. We're going to have another traffic report by Dr. Kurtzman. And you know what, folks? My wife was up early this morning, so she's probably listening. So I thought I'd dedicate this song to her, which I was playing in the bathroom when I was getting ready. And she likes when I sing this song to her. Something I will not do for you because I reserve my great singing voice solely for her. This is Ebony Eyes by Bob Welch, who wanted to start the American version of Led Zeppelin. He failed on ClassX Radio. This is the Bulldog on ClassX Radio. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury, again, I apologize that our traffic girl, Shannon, doesn't care enough about you to get up early and come in on a snow day to help you out. Little boys and girls, if you woke up this morning, your school's closed. We have closed all schools by the power vested in us. We have that special power. There's some jackwagon on some other station that spends like 3 hours reading off the names of delays and closings, and it's so ridiculous because they're all closed. That's all he has to say. They're all closed. But filling in for the first hour for traffic. You know what? He's overqualified. He's got a medical degree. He's got a medical practice. His practice is at Kurtzman Plastic Surgery in Kenwood. But he comes in early today to help us out. Dr. Kurtzman, give us a traffic report, please.
Okay. At Cincinnati, there's an accident at 275 west of Ohio-Indiana state line, so watch out for that. What? Patty said I missed one in Kellogg.
Shut up,
Pat.
Shut up, let him do his job. You're always around. Can you just leave him alone for once?
Yeah, you know what rhymes with Patty? Fatty.
Go ahead,
on,
Dr. Kurtzman. We got your back. We'll keep her.
Hey.
We'll keep her away.
Hey, thanks, guys. In Butler, there's an accident Highway 129 at exit 18, and that's all. That's new to report right now.
All right.
Wow.
Thank you.
Nice job.
Thank you very much. I got a nice little rant later in the show about the local media. Isn't it amazing how they cover some things and they don't cover others?
Yep.
You know, it's kind of like they got their faves.
They got their agenda.
They got their agenda. You're right.
I got a little rant about snowplow drivers.
Go ahead.
To that
You want to do it now?
We can do it now. Hey, hillbillies, the hell off the road, all right? I got my $40,000 Beamer out there.
Okay.
Clean, new.
Okay, Tracy.
And then they just dump this salt all over the road like somebody just dumping marbles down a hill.
Like it really
and
needs
they just,
that much salt. They need to turn down the salt volume.
Yeah.
Especially when...
You ever driven past one of those idiots?
Yeah.
Or hillbillies, for one.
I tell you right now, they need to turn
Can't
the
get
salt,
a real job.
They need to turn the salt volume down on these trucks. And you really got to do. Too much salt going down. Like today, it's... You know what? Like today, they knew it was going to melt as soon as it came. Don't put any salt down.
Or it's raining beforehand.
Yeah.
And not just wash it off the road.
Hey, now, you want to hear something? This is pretty interesting. I think everybody's heard this before, that several buildings in Manhattan have their own zip code. I mean, World Trade Center had more than one zip code. Sharks. This is wild. Not only do they not get cancer, they don't get sick at all. The only known animal not to ever get sick, a shark. Shirley Temple received 135,000 presents on her 8th birthday. Man, I'd like to be her on her 8th birthday. Wow. What animal are we going to pick for the zoologist today? Our resident zoologist.
Sharks?
Sharks.
All right.
Did we do sharks already? No?
No, we haven't done sharks.
Sharks.
Just, hey, Jake, we know they don't get sick.
Yeah, so don't try to copy that one. And
you
know
guys
what?
know they don't get cancer.
I think I need to pick up my game a little bit as it relates to. Oh, by the way, I get to stay for the whole show today. Of course, not till 9:30. But I was thinking about the entire humor that we have. I think I need to get back involved in that. I think William's fallen down a little bit on the humor. That's just my thoughts. Tom Cruise. Did you know he intended to be a priest and studied at the St. Francis Seminary in Cincinnati from 76 to 77 until he was kicked out? Well, William, why the hell was he kicked out? That's what we want to know. Why? What did he do? Kate Middleton, she slipped up and almost announced the sex of their forthcoming child with Prince William. Thank you. I will take that for my baby. Daughter. Dun, 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 dun. They're going to have a little girl. I think Kate Middleton is a classy, good princess. What do you guys think?
I like her.
Do we have her on the wall? Do
We
ever
don't.
along?
We should.
Her
We need to get
sister's
along.
hot. I know that.
I hung
Pippy?
out with her a little bit while I was in London. She was pretty nice.
Was she nice? Treated you with respect?
Yeah.
Didn't hit on you?
Well,
You know, there was a rumor that she was kind of, I don't believe this, but she was like into some kind of sex club or something before they got married. It's amazing what they say to people to knock them down. They knock you down, they try to knock you down. Sean Penn of Hugo Chavez's death. Now, just remember, this guy was a jackwagon. And I like Sean Penn as an actor. I'm one of these people that compartmentalizes it. Alec Baldwin, Sean Penn. I can't stand their politics, Clooney even. But I tell you, I like their movies. I like their acting. Today, the people of the United States lost a friend it never knew it had. You're right, we didn't know. And I thought this was very interesting. We can have some similarities of this between the Venezuela situation and our own. Guess who loved him? The poorest of the poor. Why? Give them money. Give them money. Give them government money. You know, that poster is just very distracting. You know, the biggest one up there. Carly Rae Jepsen, the Call Me Maybe singer, has canceled a concert for the Boy Scouts of America, saying she can't be part of an organization that doesn't support gay rights. Sounds like something like my daughter Erica would do. Taylor Swift said she broke off her relationship with One Direction singer Harry Styles because he had a roving eye and she caught him kissing another girl during the relationship. You know, you got to ask this question about Taylor Swift. What is it about her that the guys that go out with her all cheat on her? Just
Maybe
saying.
she doesn't put out.
Just saying. And, you know, well, if she does, I mean, she goes through boyfriends just incredibly.
Yeah.
Sharon Stone, she said Maria Shriver shares some of the blame for the split with Arnold. It's a terrible thing, and it's easy to say, oh, it's just something that he did. But this took place in their home over a decade. It happened with both of them. You know, I think if you need relationship advice, you call Sharon Stone. the girl that doesn't wear panties. Amy Poehler's fake apology responding to the claim Taylor Swift was upset that she joked
Hate
about
that
it.
word.
Poehler said, I feel bad if she was upset. I'm a feminist, and she's a young and talented girl. That being said, I do agree I'm going to hell, but for some reason, it's mostly boring tax stuff. Funny, Amy.
Is Polar gay?
I have no idea. She's
Is
married.
she? Okay.
Thank you, intern Keith.
there we go.
Nice
Keith.
contribution. Is your
Nice
parents,
job,
is Robin awake? Okay. Well, when they're awake, we want to put you on the air so you get some airtime. Fox is launching its Fox Sports 1 network on August 17th. Garrett, good luck with the interview. I mean, I hope you don't have to leave Class X if you get that job, but good luck with the interview.
Thank you.
Michael Vick, the new dog he bought for his kids is a Belgian Malinois, a tough breed of dog used by Navy SEALs. One was reportedly with the team that killed bin Laden. I want one of those, Chuck. Where do we find one? I'm serious. Whiskey, you're just freaking lazy. You're a useless dog. I need a Belgian Malinois.
That's good. Mike Vick should have a dog.
And that dog will go everywhere with me.
Good for beating.
Yeah.
Beat the hell out of those things.
Carrie Fisher will reprise her role as Princess Leia in the upcoming film Star Wars Episode 7. You know what we
How
really
many
need?
episodes are there of that stupid-ass movie?
I agree.
Star Wars suck.
Yeah, I agree. And you know what? Like, our country needs another Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
That's what we really need to get us back on track. Good golly. Yesterday, I almost had a meltdown. I was ready to, listen to my Jimi Hendrix song, All on the Watchtower, and just off the bridge. But today's going to be a better day. And you know why? Because of the music I've been listening to, including this on ClassX Radio. This is the Bulldog on ClassX Radio, ladies and gentlemen, the American jury. I hope you're having a great day, a great morning. Don't worry about the roads. It's all melted. Kids, you're off school because we said so. The casino first full day, I think, was yesterday. And Willie told me it was a half empty during the day. Assumed it was going to get crowded last night. It'll be the hot place to go. Now, what kind of jackwagons will go down there this weekend? Hey, let's go to the first freaking weekend. The casino's open. Yeah, that'll be a nice thing to do. Dr. Kurtzman, are you going to be going down to the casino this weekend?
Yeah, I went on opening night. I lost a lot of money.
Okay. You didn't put up your laser for collateral, did you?
No, I didn't. I didn't even think of that. I probably should. That's worth about $3 million. And what we do with that is we
We know what you do with your laser.
Okay.
Can you do the traffic report for us? Gosh darn it.
Right.
Hey, Dr. Kurtzman, don't get out of hand. Stay on message. You're here to do the traffic. Go ahead.
All right. In Cincinnati, there's a fallen tree blocking the right lane at Paddock Road and Reading Road. And in Hamilton, there's an accident Reading Road, US 42, east of McMillan Street. And in Cincinnati, there's an accident on Springfield Pike, south of West Sharon Road. In Cincinnati, there's also another accident on Anderson Ferry Road, south of Crookshank. And that's all.
All right.
We've reported all the other ones.
It sounds like Crookshank reminds me of that movie Longshanks, you know?
Shawshank.
Shawshank. We got Shawshank, Longshanks, and Crookshanks. It's a lot of shanks. All right. I tell you right now, Shannon, you might have lost your job. That's what you get for not coming in. Hey, Shannon, I know you don't know who this guy is. Get on your computer and look up Wally Pip. Just check him out, okay? You'll learn a few things. John Stewart's going to take a 12-week hiatus, whatever they freaking call it. Hiatus from The Daily Show this summer to direct his first film, Rosewater, about a journalist held in Iranian prison for 118 days. Hey, that sounds like a pick-me-up movie, doesn't it? Yeah. This movie is about a journalist that was held for 118 days. I tried to get him out, Bulldog. I tried all I could. I just couldn't get him out. Elton John, his tour, pop culture, for the Brazilian leg of the world tour requested he receive a separate hotel room to house his collection of eyeglasses. You know what? When I'm a billionaire, I ain't going to do that kind of pomp and that is ridiculous.
Diva-ish.
Diva-ish. Nah, no way. I'm going to be the same old Harlan County guy.
It's
How
still
cool you think
By the
his
way,
eyeglasses
true story,
collection
folks.
is.
I want to tell you something. I make fun of Bill Spry all the time about this because I still say that the reason why they put the X in ClassXradio.com was because if you put an X, it's pretty smart. Like I would have put Bulldog X. You put X in there, anybody that logs on or, X-rated stuff, for some reason,
Trying to look at porno.
It increases your traffic. But anyway, true story. Because he sent me the email, and you need a public apology. Some guy from Texas said, hey, we are great fans, listen every day, and what's this up with hillbillies? One thing that always gets me is people don't understand sarcasm. Garrett doesn't really hate hillbillies, okay? If you're in Texas, he really doesn't hate them. Okay, it's just kind of part of a shtick that he does, and don't overreact to it. But
how do you listen to that much radio and not know what it's all about?
But but how cool is this? They're listening in Texas.
Texas sucks.
I hate that state. It does not.
Horrible state.
It does not, man. It's where businesses are going now.
Damn Texas.
You know what? This is a true story, and I forgot who said it, but he was right. Governor Perry is the dumbest smart guy politician in America. I mean, he's a goof. When he ran for president, it's like, duh. But you know what? His state has the right policies, except on legal matters. They want to execute everybody. Terminator 2 star Edward Furlong. Do you even know who the heck he was? We'll skip that
He's
one.
a Terminator 2 star.
He was sentenced to 6 months in jail for violating his probation. Holly Madison, one of you Hefner's babes. Though she hasn't picked out a name yet, the former girl next door delivered her first child yesterday in Las Vegas. The girl weighed 7 pounds, 2 ounces. It wasn't mine, Bulldog. I swear it wasn't. Nicolas Cage Roulette. The website allows users to randomly stream Nicolas Cage films through Netflix. It was inspired by a now-defunct website that allowed visitors to add 49 Cage films. I want to join that. I like Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage and the other guy that I think, John, gosh dang, I can't think of the guy's name. I will in a minute.
Travolta.
No, not John Travolta.
Favreau.
Oh, my God.
Legend.
No, oh, God. His sister's a movie star,
Wayne.
too. Nah.
Lennon.
No. Kuzak, there. Thank you. Intern boy got
That's 2.
He's helped 2. Give him Oracle status. Intern boy Keith, baby.
Boy Keith.
And hey, Keith, we understand you're going to hang out with us over spring break. All right, man. You know what? We're going to help.
You've been awarded Oracle status.
Hey, Garrett. When you and I are in like the Radio Hall of Fame,
Marconi's,
how awesome is it going to be that we know that when these two guys, Jake, a.k.a. Dr. Kurtzman, and Keith, a.k.a. Intern Boy, when they become elected in the Hall of Fame, and we know that we started their careers.
We taught them.
And we taught them everything we know.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll ask us to give the introduction speech? Because when you get in the Hall of Fame, you get to choose somebody to introduce you. Do you think that together, we'll be asked to do
Oh, absolutely not. They're not going to even invite us to the ceremony. I don't
Probably
think.
not.
Right, guys? Yeah.
Oh my God! Guess who thought she'd show herself to let all those people know she's here?
She braved the elements.
Oh,
I think
my
it's
God.
commendable, Shannon. I think it's commendable.
And how come
I've
you? Well,
had your back all morning.
We're gonna wait till she. Yeah, we're gonna wait till she gets on the mic, and we'll grill her with questions of why she was not here for you like we were. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell. He says some say he's gone too far in the quest for safety in NFL, saying he is terrified of a player dying on the field. Man, I would be too. That's pretty.
Somebody's going to. I'm
No
positive
question.
of that.
No
Somebody is
question.
going to just
Their
die
neck-
on the field.
Their neck is going to get snapped.
Yeah. Surprised it hasn't happened already. It almost did to that kid at Paralyzed.
Texans
Rutgers.
defensive end Antonio Smith. He said if Manti Te'o was drafted by the Texans, would be the butt of every joke for at least 2 to 3 years. Oh my God.
He's going to have it rough, man.
Oh my God. Northern Iowa receiver Terrell Sinkfield
4-2.
breaking a record. Chris Johnson set in 2008 at the Combine, ran 40 and 4.19. Whoa. Can you say kick returner?
Yeah, that's cooking. 4.19. That's 10 yards a second.
Phew, that's smoking.
1.05 seconds.
Math, you heard it here, folks.
Yeah. Red Springs training schedule. They lost to the Diamondbacks. They lost to the LA Angels.
Who gives a damn?
They basically suck.
It's spring training.
Have
Jay
we done
Bruce hit a couple of
Have we
bombs.
done traffic this segment? Have we done
Yeah.
traffic? Okay, I just want to make sure we did. NHL. Did Chicago keep winning? They won. They beat Minnesota 5-3, and they had lost 3 straight times to Minnesota. I love Minnesota's name, the Minnesota Wild.
It's going to be interesting how long they can go with this.
It's going to be interesting, the boy says. You know what? I have to admit, I'm impressed. He can do Kurtzman, animals, hockey,
Music.
fine music, fine everything.
Hold on, Shannon.
Shannon,
Okay,
Shannon,
now go ahead.
Shannon, hold on. Turn our microphone off. Shannon, remember, you don't
Shannon,
come
you're
on
banned
until
until 7.
You don't come on until 7. NCAA basketball scores. Ohio State won. They beat Indiana 67-58.
Yeah, you know what? I think that Ohio State.
Wow. Go ahead.
I think Ohio State's a little overrated. They have 2 guys that can really score. And outside of that, they're not very deep. I still think Indiana might be the team to beat.
Might
They
be.
lost last night. Senior night up there in Bloomington.
St. Louis plays at Xavier night at 9 o'clock for all you Muskies. And although I've teased you a little bit, I'm rooting for the Muskies.
Maybe I'll go to that game. What time? Whoa, my bad.
9 o'clock.
Look.
Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury, when we come back, we're going to see why Traffic Girl didn't get in here on time for a snow day. New rule, Shannon. It snows. 6 o'clock is your time. Until then, we got rock superbity. I'll tell you what. I love this band. I love their lead singer. He does a great job on The Voice. He's a cool dude. Maroon 5, She Will Be Loved. But not Shannon this morning on Class X Radio. This is the Bulldog on Class X Radio. Ladies and gentlemen of the American jury, I ask you this question. It's a snow day, icy and snowy out. Don't you think Traffic Girl should get in here on her own by 6 a.m.? The answer, of course, is yes. Why did you not think of that, Traffic Girl?
I was waiting. I asked Garrett to pick me up.
Oh, she didn't.
Ah.
She's a liar.
By the way, I understand on your date to Saturday night, you had to make the reservations. You're
Yes.
supposed to bring the wine.
Yes.
You got to drive. You got to pick him up.
Yeah.
Dating in the 2013s, man. It sure has changed.
Be there about 7, will you? At my place.
Now, before,
Maybe 6:30. We'll get a couple cocktails in beforehand.
before you do the traffic report, I want you to know that I'm honored to bestow
I got
upon
the
you.
shirt.
We got to get the video on it.
It's a horrible looking shirt.
It's very simple.
It's
But to
pretty.
go along
Thank
with
you, Chuck.
to go along with your Bulldog shirt, Traffic Girl, took him a little while, but the underboss, I can attest to this, always comes through.
Thank you. I love it.
All right. Now give us the traffic report now that you're here, and Dr. Kurtzman had to leave to go do some surgeries.
And Boone
Augmentations.
He had to do some breast augmentations. Wait a minute, he's still here. Doc,
I am back.
are you
Live on the air.
Do you have a lot of breast augmentations lined up or lasers?
We have a few lasers today, and I have about six boobs to do today.
Wow.
Why don't you say the technical word? That's not professional.
Yeah, come on.
I thought it was a casual environment here. I'm sorry,
All right.
Bulldog Nation.
Thanks for filling in. All right, Shannon, what's the traffic report?
Peggy's going to be mad at him.
In Boone County, there is an accident blocking 3 lanes on 71 near Mount Zion Road. In Cleves, there is a jackknife tractor trailer leaking fuel on 74 at Cleves-Hamilton Highway. In Cincinnati, a road closed due to an accident on West Sharon Road at Waycross Road. A fallen tree blocking the right lane on Paddock Road at Reading Road. An accident on Ohio 562 at the Norwood Lateral eastbound on Reading Road. An accident on 275 westbound at US 27 Coleraine Avenue. In Hamilton County, an accident on Reading Road at East McMillan Street. In Miamisburg, an accident on 75 southbound at Austin Boulevard. An accident on Springfield Pike south of West Sharon Road. And in Cincinnati, an accident on the Anderson Ferry south of Crookshank Road.
All right. Not as entertaining as Dr. Kurtzman, but sufficient.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How you doing today, Shannon?
I'm great. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Thanks. Good seeing you. Everybody's real mean to you when you get in here, I think, at first.
No, everybody's
So I
mean
just
to me
thought I'd-
before I get here.
You don't
Then
have
everyone's nice to me.
they don't
when
have the
I'm
guts to do it to your face. do
These
they?
jerks. These jerks.
here. Those
Um,
Bunch of pigs in this room.
Some things in the news. The 3 Baumgartner, Harkness, and Allen, the 3 in Boone County that are accused of the dismemberment of the 19-year-old Daniel Deflin on January 9th, have been indicted. And I am actually representing Jeffrey Allen in that matter. And I will be tight-lipped about it. But anyway, they were indicted yesterday. And this is interesting. My client, I represent good old J.C. Benton Jr. He is the owner of Benton Farms. He is having a agritourism business. He's stepping it up. And there's a nice little story in the Inquirer about that. And you know what? Why not? Come check out the farm. Good old guy he is, and his daughter Mary Markham. Honored to represent them. You know, usually if you're watching or reading the news, chances are I'm probably representing somebody, and just brag or anything. It's just the way it is. And I want to wish the Holmes Bulldogs good luck as they take on a very good team. In fact, they're the 3rd-ranked team, Pleasure Ridge Park. That team is 25-7. They play a tough schedule. The Holmes Bulldogs are 31-2. And you know what? I think if they let Pastor Dan say a prayer for them, I think they'll be okay. Don't you agree? As long as Pastor Dan. They play at 1:30 today. 1:30 today. I also want to show this for Bulldog Nation because one day I was thinking I was going to have a Lamborghini, but I don't know after looking at this car. The new Ferrari, it's called a LaFerrari. Media Day Tuesday at the Geneva International Motor Show. Holy cow. 1,000 horsepower, gas-electric hybrid dubbed LaFerrari. 499 buyers. I mean, why don't you show that up to the screen there? I was going to show them a picture in the newspaper. What a freaking car. It can go from 0. Hey, Chuck, check this out. 0 to 62. When I get filthy rich, when Bulldog Nation gets filthy rich, I'll have a red one. Chuck and have the
How
black one.
fast?
Or no, we just, huh?
How fast does it go from 0 to 60?
In 3 seconds.
Oh.
0 and 62 in 3 seconds. That's like step on the gas, you're launched.
The 0 to 124 number 7.
Jeez, I'm beat. Advanced electronics, high torque, 9,000 RPMs.
There's only 499 being made.
Well, by
get on
golly, I need one of those. How much you got to put down? $1,000?
What
Yeah.
the monthly payments
Put
are like on that
$1,000
thing.
down? You got the song coming up, everybody?
Yeah.
In local news, there is rumors that Michael Bolton might be the singer at the grand opening. He even sent out a tweet about being at the event. How many grand openings are they going to freaking have? I don't know. We'll have to see. 29-year-old Antoine Smith was found guilty of felonious assault and murder yesterday. They declined to find him guilty of aggravated murder, making him ineligible for the death penalty in the beating of his son, DeMarcus Jackson's death. That's a sad story, man. I mean, it's a really sad story. Hamilton County woman attempted to run down an officer. East Price Hill resident Essen Sims was arrested for trying to run over a police officer for telling her to leave a parking lot. Well, I don't know, man. I'm just teasing, folks. Just teasing.
The hell smells like pumpkin?
My chai tea.
Kentucky
Jake.
Governor Steve Beshear. He's like.
Doesn't that sound like a what kind of drink is it?
You know, he's
Chai
gonna
tea.
Chai tea.
He's gonna start coming here and like meditating and stuff during the show.
Yeah.
Wearing
I
flower
have a sore
shirts.
throat. I need to drink some tea.
Kentucky Governor, get a Z-Pack. Governor Beshear said of Ashley Judd that she'd be a formidable candidate against Mitch McConnell. Formidable. The parking system lease proposal is still in limbo in the city of Cincinnati. And by the way, to prove that I can be on the wrong end of a decision and still be respectful to a judge, yesterday Leslie Giz respectfully made the wrong decision, but I will respect the decision in a case that I had. The former councilwoman, now a judge. Ladies and gentlemen of the American jury, this is Garrett's favorite band. And it's been a while since I played this. This is Kiss. Rock and roll all night and party every day. That's what intern Keith does on Class X Radio.